Hey folks, it's Matt again. I've got another Halo Mega Bloks review. This is not one of the blind packs, as you can see. I broke down and got this pack. This is the Covenant Combat Unit. I found this in Kmart, believe it or not. I grabbed 3 packs from Walmart. Didn't get the figure I was looking for, and went to Kmart hoping they'd have more bags, but instead I found this, which worked out because it had the figure I wanted. But there's a funny story with that, and before I get on the review, I do have to point this out. What I wanted was an Elite. I wanted this nice-looking Elite. You'll notice there's something missing. Oh yeah, his forearm. Why is that? It broke. Yep. I bought 5 blind bags hoping to get this guy. Bought him straight out in a pack I could see him in, and he breaks. Kind of humorous, so I'm disappointed. I would have liked to have a functional one, but oh well. It happens. I can just say he got battle damage. He got killed by my 3rd Spartan. Not killed. He got injured by the 3rd Spartan I got, because he's just a jerk. He's a jerk for being the 3rd same figure out of 5 bags. Anyway, on to this review. You can see we have 4 different Covenant units, or I guess. We have a Grunt, we have 2 Brutes, and we have an Elite. This is really nice. I like that we have Brutes. I really liked Brutes from Halo 2, so I immediately wanted to buy this. Now, they do have descriptions on the card back here, which I have handy. I can just show you it real quick. There's not a whole lot to see, especially because the lighting won't allow it. So, I don't know what I'm trying to do that. Forget it. We'll look at the figures. I can just read it straight off to you. For the Covenant Elite, it says, the noble elite warriors serve as Covenant Army field commanders. Elites are experts with all Covenant weaponry and are most deadly when wielding their shimmering energy swords, which they so nicely equipped this elite with. One of these beautiful energy swords. And the articulation on the elite is like all of these other figures. Well, all except this fellow, but we'll get to that in a minute. He's got a ball-jointed head. And is kind of a ball-jointed neck, if you look at it this way. Shoulders are ball-jointed. Elbow is swivel when it doesn't break. And wrists are swivel. He has a swivel waist. Oh, please don't break the waist. All right. He's got ball-jointed hips. And he has swiveled knees, but they're a little awkward because of his elite legs. You can move them a little bit, not a whole lot. So, it's not a huge deal. Not like you'd be bending his legs to do much anyway with the way they look. There's the Elite. I do like the way the Elite looks. The only problem I have with this is that unlike the other solid color figures, he doesn't have much detail on the coloring. It's a very just blank, this is purple. Like they just dipped it in purple. Yeah. It's not terrible. I just kind of wish that they would have put in the same as, well, say, the Spartan. Then again, this is from a different figure line. This is from the Authentic Collector series as well. This is just buying it straight out in the older Combat Unit pack. I don't know if there is a difference like that with all the figures, but I still think it would have been nicer to have it just a little bit more detail. Next, we'll go on to the Grunt. Little Grunt. Now, the card back says for the Grunt that Grunts are the Covenant's main foot soldiers. They are weak individually, but become fearsome enemies in large groups. No, they don't. They are never fearsome. They're Grunts. We're never afraid of them. Their grenades, every once in a while, can be a little bit of an issue, but no. Who cares about Grunts? Now, he's a little guy and has adequate articulation. His shoulders swivel. That's it. His head, it's kind of designed to move. You can feel it, but you can't really do much with moving it. And his legs are they're just one peg like this. So they swivel, but together. One thing I don't like about his legs is if you can see it, they're not really centered. They're not, oh, as I destroy the camera, apologies. This review's all wacky now. So he doesn't really sit straight on them. He does stand on the studs, as you saw before, but it's not as straight or nice as it could be. And he comes with a plasma pistol. It's just a full-on purple pistol. It's nice. Looks like a plasma pistol. You know what it is. It's cool. So that's the grunt. He's nice. And now we have the brutes. My favorite part. I like the brutes. Big old brutes. So what does the card have to say about the brutes? Brutes, or Jiralhanai, butchered name, are aptly named ape-like creatures who serve as enforcers for the vast armies of the Covenant. Yeah, enforcers indeed. Brute is a perfect name for these guys. Now, I'll just show you one. The other one just has a different weapon. Here we have the wonderful Brute. He's nice and shiny. I like that. He's got some shiny fur. The other guys are shiny too, but I just think it's more noticeable on these guys. This one comes with a Brute shot. I know this weapon. I recognize this one. I don't recognize the other one. I'll show you that in a minute. This one also has a peg on the side where you can stick it on his back as if he has it unequipped. Like that. A little goofy, but not too bad. And if I do love this weapon. I always like this in Halo too. The blade, you hit him with it. Fun, fun, fun. I'll show you the other weapon real quick. I'm not familiar with this. I believe this was in Halo 3. I have seen it once. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to take a guess and say Brute Pistol. That's what it is. I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's a pistol for a Brute. It's got blades on it, so this is a cool looking weapon. I do like it. But I don't know what it's called. I suppose I can look that up later. Now, here's the Brute. Again, articulation is the same. Ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulder, swivel hip. No, not swivel hips. Those are elbows. Swivel wrists, swivel waist. Very loose swivel waist, which is nice. And ball jointed hips and swivel knees. Now his feet are kind of different, and they're kind of set up to go around another stud when you stick them in. If you understand what I'm trying to say when I show you that. So yeah, these are two brutes. Yeah, I like the brutes. I'm a fan of the brutes. So we get two brutes, our grunt, a stubby little grunt, and an elite. My elite has battle damage. I don't know if I'm special, if I should feel terrible. But anyway, this is nice because this is a $10 set, and the price for the blind bags is $2.50 a piece, so I am spending the same amount of money on these as I would be for 4 blind figures. And see, this guy doesn't want to stand because of his goofy legs. So you can sit. Sit like a good grunt. So this is the Covenant Combat Unit. I do believe it's still in stores, as that is where I bought it from, so... It was a Kmart, though, so I don't know if it was in all the other places. I didn't see it at Walmart, but this is it. I think it's a nice little pack. I do like it for the brutes. I can't stress that enough. Love the brutes. Love that we have the brutes. The elite is nice. Would be a lot cooler if his arm didn't break off. But this is a great building set. I like it. I may pick up another. I wouldn't... Possibly next week I'll pick up another one. Of course, you want to see a review on that because there's no point in reviewing the same thing twice. But, so there's that. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next time.